Hey Tim, hey everyone else, and welcome to 4 Running Shoes. This is the channel where my friend Tim and I, we keep a running journal and we talk about running things, and this week I am doing a review on my running shoes. These are the New Balance Fresh Foam 680s, and these are the version 7. And I have been using the 680 series for the last 2 years, and I really like them. They are a cheap shoe, which is for me, a fairly important thing. So these are $150 a pair generally, unless you get them on sale, which go for that if you can. And they're one of the few running shoes that fit me. I have a very wide foot. I have short feet, but they're wide. So most running shoes in the market are unsuitable for me because my foot kind of falls over the edge of the shoe, which if I'm doing any kind of distance, even just walking around in them day to day, is really unhelpful for my feet. So I need to get these. So I'm running in a 7.5 US size with the extra wide version because my foot doesn't fit in any of the wide or the standard version, which is lovely for me. So I'm going to talk about these shoes today and how I find them. So the price point, again, is one of my favorite parts of this shoe. I don't want to be spending upwards of $200 at this point for my standard everyday running shoe because I'm running, because often 200 kilometers a month. I'm going to wear through a pair of these every few months, and so if I'm buying 4 pairs a year, I'd rather spend $600 instead of $1,000. So the price point is good. I use these as my primary running shoe. Even for racing at this stage, I am looking at getting a race pair because these are not the lightest shoe. These weigh just under 300 grams per shoe, which is close to being a heavy-weighted shoe, which for training is great. But for races, it's not a fast shoe by any means, and there are a lot faster options out there. But for a training shoe, I'm really happy with this. About 90% of the running that I do is on gravel, on trails, and these are suitable for that. You can see that you might be able to see that I've worn these ones fairly well. This pair is on its last few weeks. I have ordered my next pair. I've run about 650 kilometers in the pair that I have in my hands now. This is one of them. There's another one down here. Not just running with one shoe, that would be weird. These are durable enough. I am noticing that, just traditionally, if I'm running on a really old pair of shoes, I get injured, but that's the same with anything. These are about 650 kilometers old. I wear my shoes probably a little longer than I should. But I have been happy with them. I notice on my long runs that I develop runner's toenail with these shoes. Now, I'm not sure if that's a me problem or if it's the shoe problem where there's a little bit of rubbing and all those micro impacts on the toenails burst blood vessels under them. If you make 10,000 steps, in these, it's going to happen occasionally. So I have a couple of purple toenails because of running, and I run in these shoes primarily, almost exclusively. So that might be something to consider. I do a lot of running on gentle inclines, and so running for 10 kilometers at a time on a gentle downhill after a gentle uphill is going to increase the chance of that. It's not terrible. I haven't lost any toenails, but that is something which I have noticed that I get with these shoes. Not a big deal. That's one of the most minor injuries that you could get. So it's very easy to run through it because it's not really sore. It's flexible, it's comfortable, it's suitable for my wide foot. It's not a fast shoe, but for me as my everyday training shoe, I really like this. I know that most people use this primarily as a walking shoe. It is sold as a running shoe or as more of a getting into running, but for me this is a great training shoe. I don't want to wear it in a lot more races. I have worn these in half marathons. I've worn them in 10Ks. I've run them in 5Ks. Again, they're not the fastest shoe, so I would like to get a different pair for races specifically. But as your everyday training shoe, I have been really happy with this, especially because it fits my wide foot, and I can get 650 kilometers out of them fairly comfortably without putting myself at risk of injury. I'm not really sure what else to include in a review of this. They're good looking. I don't mind them. My next pair I'm getting is in black because they didn't have my size available in these, because not a lot of places make small wide shoes, so the inventory was fairly low, I guess. So I'm getting a pair of black ones next time, which will be a bit different. But I am happy with these shoes. The price for me is good. The durability is good. The weight is almost heavy, and they are by no means fast shoes, but for the trail running that I'm doing for my training, I have been very happy with these, and I will continue to wear them while they're making the version 7s. I'm noticing there's a lot of clearance stock on their website at the moment, so I'm imagining the version 8s are not far from us. But I ran with the version 5s, version 6s, now version 7s, and I have been reasonably happy. As a good training shoe, not too expensive, durable enough, and quite comfortable. There isn't a heap of arch support going on in here, which doesn't affect me heaps, but I know for some people that is a bit of a drawback. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with these shoes. So thank you for watching this video. If you wear the New Balance 680s, I'd love to know what you think about it. I'd love to know what you think about the name. Fresh Foam is, I think, a dreadful name for a shoe. Just call it the number if you're gonna have a name like Fresh Foam, because it sounds like you've milked a cow, or you're foaming your milk, frothing it. Fresh Foam doesn't feel good. I mean, it is made of foam, hence its squishiness, but it's not a good name for a shoe. But if that's my biggest complaint, these are a good, well-priced shoe. Great for training, and I'll keep wearing them. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If especially you're a person with a wider foot and you're trying to find a running shoe which is suitable for you, I have been very happy with these. I've run on roads, pavement, I've run on trail running, of course, is my primary one. They're not heavy, but they're bridging towards that heavy weight. They're not above 300 grams, they're just under it. And yeah, the price point for me is a real draw to it. I got the wrong pair at one point, and New Balance was super good with picking it up and returning it. So that was a benefit just using them. Logistically, it worked out well for me. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and if you'd like to see more videos from me about running, about the things that I'm using, feel free to subscribe to For Running Shoes, and also Tim, who is a different person, wears different things, has different reviews as well. So make sure you check us out. Check out Tim's video on Thursday, and check out my next video on Tuesday. Take care. We'll see you next time.